Give me a thumbs up. Well, hello there. We are back again.
Hello.
And so, just some news for those who are going to say hi. You can see him. Well, hello there. This is because we are back. Is taking his Nickel Mac reunion. So, just some news for those who are going to say hi.
His first
hello there, because
concert.
We're back. Concert. He's taking his Nickel Mac reunion. So, just some news for those who are I didn't say hi. He's actually sitting outside your home. Well, hello there, because you just you're back. He's taking his Nickel Mac reunion. So, coming to some news for those who are I didn't say hi. He's actually sitting outside your home. Well, hello there, because that is why he's not here. He's doing so many bigger and better things. Coming to some news for those who are He's actually sitting outside your home. Well, hello there, because that is why he's not here. He's doing so many bigger and better things. Coming to some news for those who are He's actually sitting outside your home. Well, hello there, because that is why he's not here. He's doing so many bigger and better things. He's actually sitting outside. Music is on a loop.
There shouldn't be music.
Uh-oh.
What's playing? Tell me what it sounds like.
What you all listening to?
Actually,
Well, there's like nothing on here.
it's that.
Your gerbil broke it.
Yeah, just disable it. Like whatever it
I
is,
did.
delete it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's give it a minute. And better now, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, Andrew.
So, in short, we were making fun of Mac, not in a mean way. Just saying his Nickel Mac tour is digital. It's a digital tour, virtual, if you will.
Virtual
But
tour.
he's still coming to your house to do it. But it's outside in his van.
Yes. With his
So if
computer.
you see a van, like a white van outside the house, it's not a G-Wagon van, like a regular old van.
Okay.
Don't be alarmed. It's Mac.
It's just
He's-
Mac.
He's here for you.
He's just here. He's going to perform a show.
All right. So, how was your week, man? How was your week?
Good.
Good. Anything noteworthy?
Well, I mean, there was a pre-release that happened yesterday.
Yeah. No, the big boxes went out.
Big boxes.
All those good boys. Magic, The Gathering, Commander Legends.
Commander.
How long have we been waiting for this one?
A very long time.
A very long time.
Very long time.
So, in your opinion, since you're a big Commander player,
Yeah.
I love Commander, but I've only recently come back.
Yeah.
How long have you wanted a set? Like, how is it even been a concept before they mentioned it, or have you always wanted a set just for Commander?
I don't know if I've ever thought about like having just this set is dedicated to Commander.
A certain format.
Yeah.
Because they did it with
But
Modern Horizons.
It's very. I think it's very necessary for Commander.
Yeah.
Because it adds so much more possibilities without just kind of pushing you in a
Certain
pre-con.
format. Yeah.
Either into their pre-cons, which their pre-cons are great. Don't get me wrong. But
They really are. I love them. They're fun.
The set itself had I think it was like 70 something.
70 something? Yeah.
70s.
High 70s on different legendary creatures. Which anyone
New.
who isn't familiar with Magic Commander, it's essentially you play Magic, but you have essentially a patron hero of your deck, and it has to be what's called a legendary creature. And this set just gave us a lot more options for that, because they're legendary, so they're not a dime a dozen. They're big boys. They're special.
And on top of it, I think it was something probably high 50s, maybe 60s of the commanders are actually partners
Yes.
that have the partner mechanic. So you compare two commanders that have partner up. It's something like, just from this set alone, somewhere around 2,000 different commander possibilities.
Yeah. So they have
It's
partner. They open up
insane.
an LLC together. It's good.
Yeah. It's just insane the amount of different possibilities, the fun that this set kind of brings to the format.
Yeah, this week, besides that, of course, I got my box and I opened it. I was very happy about it. I got some cool stuff. That Infinity Loop, I forget what it's called.
Yes.
That one was very nice. We're going to show you that one soon. But it's just been a whirlwind of a week. It's almost like, like it was Monday and now it's Saturday. It's like time is an illusion. And lunchtime, doubly so. But, yeah, so we got a lot of things going on. And the first thing I really want to touch on is the fact that every week, as time the illusion is passing, we're getting closer to our holiday market.
Yes.
As you can see to the right of my face. Holiday market. So essentially, It's the same concept we did. It's going to be at Rivertown, the Kenner Rivertown Theaters.
Yes.
Of course, where we had our Zendikar Rising release party. And it's 3 days of fun, essentially. So there's going to be a Friday night. There's going to be a Commander Legends draft event.
Yes.
And that is something unique. There's never been a Commander draft. You want to go into a little about what that is?
On Friday, December 4th, starting at 5, we're going to have the Commander Legends draft. So the way it works is very similar to a regular draft. Everybody's going to get 3 packs, just like you normally would. However, these packs have 20 cards in them. Every pack contains 2 cards that are guaranteed to be legendary creatures.
Or commanders, if you will.
Or commander options for you. Some of them could have partner, some of them could just be 2 colored cards that are just, this is going to be your commander.
And some of them could be cats.
And some of them could be cats. Or some of them could be a colorless commander that can just be whatever color you want him to be.
Oh yeah, the Piper.
The Piper. But what's different with this draft is instead of just picking 1 card and passing the pack, you're going to be picking 2 every time. Every time. So you crack a pack, you'll pick 2, you'll pass. The amount that you get from the person that just passed you, you'll pick 2 again, so on and so forth until you finish that pack, and then you'll do it again 3 more times.
Now, since this is Commander, what are the pod sizes? Pods being a table you sit at to draft with other people.
Right. So the pod would be, we can have, I think it's 4-man pods.
Okay.
And 8-man pods, but I think they said that it's draftable up to 10.
Up to 10-man pods?
Up to 10-man pods.
And what format of games would we be playing? Would it be 4-player, 2-player?
So if we get 4-man pods and 8-man pods, I believe Magic recommends doing just a regular 4-player commander.
4-player commander. 10-player was the 5-person, right?
Right. So
you need special tables for that. No, thank you.
The big thing, though, too, is when you go and you build your deck, a lot of the rules of Commander still apply. You have to base, your entire deck has to contain cards with the same color identities as your commander or commanders. Whatever colors they share, your deck has to share.
Okay.
This time, instead of it having a plus your commander and your deck being 100 cards, the draft deck is 60.
Okay. Seems reasonable.
Right. And you can break one of the biggest rules of Commander, which is you can't have doubles of cards in your deck. In the draft, if you for some reason draft, 3 of the
board wipe card
that I
love so much.
Yeah, any of the board wipes, 3 of the elves that get bigger when lands come into the battlefield, you can have all 3 of them in your deck.
Oh, I love it.
But
so they essentially nix the singleton rule.
Correct, because it's draft.
Because it's draft, okay.
And you're going to get commons, and commons you're going to get duplicates of, so it's just something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So there's no way to really avoid that, to draft away from it.
What was I going to say? Ooh, train of thought. Where do you go? Come back. All right. So drafting, I have a lot of fun with it, especially when we did that before pre-COVID, the mystery booster.
Yes, that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. So drafting is, to me, always a thinking game. You got to plan so far ahead.
Sure.
So with Commander draft, you have to I feel like it's even more thinking. Like you really have to take some brain power and put it in just to be able to plan, because you're not only planning around you can't. So drafting, it's my first pack, this is what I'm going towards. Second pack, it's wait a minute, I have better ideas here. If you don't have that commander, you're stuck with Prismatic Piper.
Yeah, you're stuck with whatever you pull. So the nice thing is just like all sets, the Commander Legends set itself has these are the directions that certain colored combinations are going to push you in. And once when the event starts, I'll have the list, and I'll be able to go over that with everybody, all the drafters, and tell them, look, if you're going to be wanting to draft a black-white deck, that deck specifically is going to have a life gain kind of strategy.
And tokens, right?
But also a very token and sacrificing token strategy to it. And then certain other decks have their different tropes. The Dimir decks, the black and blue deck, has a heavy Encore theme, which is a new mechanic.
The Encore, oh my gosh.
Which allows you to essentially play cards from your graveyard.
It's flashback for your creatures.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. So really just it's good value.
Yes.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
I've gotten it from a few of the guys. Conflicting reports
Okay.
from Wizards, from other people, everything. Prismatic Pipe. Will all players have access to the Prismatic Piper if they don't find something what they want, like extra copies of Prismatic Piper?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. This is just I've had a few people come in. It's like, hey, I know y'all are doing the draft. This is a question.
Right. So I have to look to see what their primer specifically says.
Okay.
What the primer that Wizards actually put out. What it says.
Is that the one in the box?
No, they actually, before every set comes out, they put out a little press release, a little primer that says these are the essentially the rulings that if problems occur during a draft, here are the rulings for things. Certain cards have specific interactions that people could have issues with during gameplay, and it tells you these are the kind of the...
So it's like a preemptive FAQ.
Yes.
That is really cool. I did not know they did that.
Yeah. So I'll have to look into that to see about the Prismatic Piper. I do know that I'm pretty sure every box contains at least 3 Prismatic Pipers in there. Somewhere in the packs.
We pulled 3.
Yeah.
We pulled 3.
Because I think in my box I got 4. Yours you got 3. And...
no, we got 4.
Did you?
Like my last few packs were like meme packs. And like he kept popping up, and I'm like, dog, get out of here.
Yeah. So it might be just set to 4. I'm not entirely sure. If they... Because they can't really guarantee you cards, of course.
Of course.
But the biggest thing that I can say for most people that go into it looking to draft this set is keep in mind the different color combinations, like the way the deck's going to work. And your first best bet to do is always pick a commander. Pick a commander. Your first pack, if
would you mind if I just interject real quick?
Sure.
So we got a comment that said, how much is it?
Oh.
And it's going to be the same price as last time. No big deal. It's the $35, and that's because a part of it, of course, has to go to the venue that we're renting. But yeah, we're not doing any increased cost because it's a commander set or any kind of special stuff. Same thing as last time, the $35, just to support. And of course, that includes the goodies that we're going to mention in just a few moments after that.
That's right.
So, continue. I apologize.
No. But the best bet that you should always go into it is you're guaranteed 2 legendary creatures in your in every pack that you open. You should probably choose one of them. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do it, but your best bet is probably to maybe take one of those, and then possibly something else that may fit into the rest of it. But it is a very... it's going to be a very fun event.
Cool. Yeah, I want it to be wacky. I want it to be silly. I want to give away free stuff again.
Yes.
I'm excited. And then just for the holiday market, in addition to any events we're having, there's going to be... I'm going to be there as, the store again, essentially. All 3 days, I'm going to have stuff with me. There's going to be sales every day. There's going to be some stuff that you can pick up just at that location for certain prices, just to say, hey, come see us. And also, it's a holiday market. We're not going to be there just playing. It's a market. If we didn't sell things, it wouldn't be a market.
Right. So
there's going to be some cool specials, some cool deals, just to pick up some gifts, or honestly just gifts for yourself. There's nothing quite like retail therapy. So just at this holiday market, I was getting ahead of myself. There's a couple things that I'll just save that for later.
Yeah, let's continue on with...
Saturday, noon, time for Warhammer. First Warhammer tournament since COVID. 1,000 points. Be there, be square.
Ooh.
I'll be there.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Running the market, I won't be able to play. But I need someone to play. I want someone to play for me by proxy. I want to sponsor somebody.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not with money. Stop right there. I want someone. I'm gonna pick someone. I'm like, you are going to be my champion today, and if you win, I get your prizes.
So, are they going to have to play the Dark Angels, or do they play their own thing?
They're going to be my champion, and I can't. It's wrong to try to control people.
Yeah.
If they're not playing the best faction there is, that's not their fault. Is it? Is it? No, it's not. It would never be.
So if somebody shows up and you just randomly pick somebody, right? And then they show up.
Careful, it might be Joe. He's commenting.
Oh. So if Joe shows up and
he might become like property of Gopher Games that day. You got to be careful.
But what if Joe shows up? He doesn't tell you what he's going to be playing.
Okay.
shows up, and gets to the table, and he pulls out 1,000 points of Fallen.
That's fine.
Fallen Angels.
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. Everyone's like, oh my god, they're traitors. Dark Angels, like Fallen, are still Dark Angels, and they're still cool. I don't care. That's the thing. Like, everyone's like, oh, ho, ho, traitors. It's like, yeah.
Ooh.
So? Dark Angels, best faction. Not better than playing puppies. My Primarch beat the crap out of your Primarch for fun.
Isn't your Primarch in, like, a coma?
No, he's just sleeping. He's lazy. It's fine.
Okay.
Hey, think of this. Think of it this way. You're lazy. Yeah. You don't want to do anything. But when you're face to face with another super soldier, you still beat the heck out of him. I'm fine with it. It's good.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun,
dude. It is going to be fun. I'm so excited to get back to it, just to be around everyone again with 40K. I miss it. I remember going to the Rogue Traders just to kind of like observe, just when I didn't have time to like stay all day. And it's just such a good energy. It's something that I've been craving for a while, I find. You know, much like the ginger snaps that we had before we started. So yeah, no. Saturday's going to be a lot of fun. And then Sunday, we already have people signing up from this as far away as Shreveport, which is really exciting. The HeroClix State Championships.
Yes.
This, like, I've seen the prize pack for when you win this thing. Oh my god, it's like 2 whole chase sets from past sets, like Captain Marvel binary form Super Chase.
Yep.
Like, it's insane. There's all kind of like con exclusives in there, con exclusive mats, tokens, like it's been so hard to look at that box and be like, I want you. I can't. No one would know if I took you home.
Yeah.
Except for Mac. He comes here every week.
No. Old Mac is...
Sorry, Old Mac's on tour.
Old Mac's on tour. He'll never know. New Mac will never tell on you.
Yeah, let's do some colluding right now. Colluding.
I do think that Charles and Connor may have something to say about that if we took all of the prize support from...
I'd replace it.
Oh.
I have a box full of commons from Joker's Wild.
I don't think that's what Charles and Connor.
It's vintage. So that being said, there is something even like that's something very special besides just us being there. We're gonna have a number of vendors there.
Yes,
pop-up food vendors that. Since the first time we had it, we have 2 returning and 2 new. The first one is going to be Mr. Milkshake. He's a new guy on the block. By no means to milkshakes, but to us. He does a lot of pop-ups on the North Shore, around Hammond, places like that. These guys, these milkshakes, look at your screen.
Just
oh my god, like y'all know I'm a fat boy, but these make me the bigger fat boy. It's nuts. Like, they're so good. The first one I had was Bananas Foster, and it was heaven. Like, I drive literally an hour to this guy. Like, his the guy who operates, his name's Colin, and he's just a really, really good guy. And like, he came and found me because he saw me. Like, I was there one day, and like the next week I went there again, and he's like, "Aren't you from Metairie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "We're in Hammond." I'm like, "Yeah." Stuff's good. Stuff's real good, man. That being said, so moving on from Mr. Milkshake, Frederick's Artisanal Breads.
Yes.
He was there last time. Yeah. And by God, he has been there several times since then because the patrons of the theater love him.
Yeah.
He is amazing. He's a god among men.
It's
so
awesome.
This
awesome
is
food.
amazing, like, dessert. I guess it would be dessert. Is that? It's just bread.
Yeah,
it's kind of like It's kind of like everything.
Yeah.
I would eat bread as everything. I don't classify it as dessert. Why don't you tell them about your experience with it? The milkshakes bring Zach to the yard. Dude, the milkshakes bring me across this state.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a yard. I'll come to your apartment.
But yeah, FAB, they had, what was it? It was the blue cheese puff pastry bite.
Pastry bites.
And they were very good. I'm not a huge blue cheese person, but
I
am. Gary had said that it was awesome, so I said, Gary, go get me some. While I was judging the Magic event, he came back and goes, here you go, and by God, those things were amazing.
So, if I were to quote Gary, I could say, there is your life before these and after these. And when they were gone after I finished it, I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. But it was so good, and please, like, give him a try. Like, he has nice, easy portions. You don't have to buy like a whole loaf of bread. It's not that kind of thing. It's nice portioned out, and everything is very fresh. He has truffles. He has what was the
It was like a
bourbon whiskey, the Jameson.
It was like an ice, not even really an ice cream sandwich, but it was pretty much a little sandwich, like an Oreo
sandwich cookie.
Yeah. It was a sandwich.
But it was like
awesome
Jameson sandwich cookie.
And was and using South American flavors to it as well. It was just that was awesome.
Isn't he Australian? Is he Australian?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
Either way. All right. So if you would introduce Milkfish, because I'm horrible at pronunciations.
Yes. So the next one we want to talk about is Milkfish. Milkfish is the chef for Milkfish is Chef Christina Quackenbush, who Old Mac loves.
Yes.
Loves. He can't stop talking enough about Chef Christina Quackenbush's everything, just anything that she makes, how good all of it is.
Well, the thing is, she just opens her oven and she pulls gold out.
I mean,
it's like, is there a really other way to describe that?
No. She also has done some catering for Go for Games in the past for one of our pre-release events.
The big one of the big pre-releases. It was
I think it was
War of the Spark, right?
I'm pretty sure it was War
Where
of the Spark.
We had the little spark necklaces.
Yes.
Oh, I love those. I found a box of those like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And I started giving them out.
Yes, but yeah, she did some awesome food for that event. Everybody loved it. Max had a few people come in and ask when
we're doing that again.
When we're doing that again.
The time is now.
Yes. She'll be there. Awesome food again. Please.
Go check it out.
Go check
it out.
It's really good food.
And then the last one is returning, but last but definitely not least. God, I love this food.
Yeah.
I had it every day I was there.
Yep.
Black Sheep. Is it Black Sheep Catering Company?
Yep.
Black Sheep Catering Company. So these guys are. Is it Korean? I believe.
Yes, they did Korean.
They did Korean when I was there, but they are men of many hats.
Yes.
So the last time I was there, when I was there, there were Korean rice bowls.
Yep.
But and then there was the
spicy rice noodles.
Spicy rice noodles. Now I had all of this food and I loved it so much. I just have a really bad memory because I hit my head too much. So it's not that I don't like it; it's that I can't remember anything. But the big thing that got me was the what was it? The pudding, espresso, the Korean espresso pudding.
Yes,
they gave it to you. You get one of those little pirouette straw things. Yeah. It was so good. I brought it into the event because I was just going to say hi to Will, and I grabbed him one. And I think I had 3 people like, would you go get me one of those if I pay you? Like, I'll give you money. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's fine. I'm not really doing anything at the moment. I'm on break. Like, it's fine.
It was really, really good.
It was good, and everyone loved it. So, like, even if you're not going to come to the events or you don't want to, you're not interested in shopping or anything like that, which there's no pressure to, come see these people. Like, they are amazing.
Come in, say hello to us.
Yeah.
We'll be there every day.
Yeah, I'll be there every day, all day, specifically all day.
So yeah, come in, say hi to us. If you can't make it for the times for the events, come in, check us out just to see how things are going, just to take a look, and then please come eat.
Yes,
because this food
get
is
some food.
Amazing.
It's pop-ups. That's the worst thing about having a pop-up, though, because they're great and it's always amazing. But when they're gone, I'm sad.
Yeah,
I have to wait again. It's like I don't like that. But that being said, let's go into some cool things that we found at the store, just kind of lying around. So this week was a big week for a little game. You might have heard of it. It's called Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's by Atomic Mass Games, and it's cool. It's really cool. And now it's cooler because they finally put the X-Men in, what I was waiting for since day one. Will has some lovely boxes to show you, and we have some lovely shots.
Yes. So we've got the new Cyclops and Storm.
Look how pretty.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, and also these models, something I've noticed about it is that most of them are, if you're not familiar with it, all models have a point cost, if you will. They're called a threat level.
Yeah.
And these are all, not all, but most of them are lower threat level. So you can play with a team instead of just, 3 or 4 big guys. Like Storm, I believe, is a 3. Where I think Cap was like a 5.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is also young Storm.
Yes.
This is not when she was...
and it's also classic Scott.
Yeah.
I really like Storm's pose.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. It's the perfect.
Then we've got Mystique and Beast.
Mystique and Beast. Beast and Spider-Man both have those kind of poses that they're hanging off of a, piece of a building, essentially. But I kind of love Mystique because she's just there like, yes, I am a mutant and I can do all these cool things. I'm just going to shoot you.
I'm a nuisance.
A nuisance? No, a mutant. A mutant.
Oh,
But
that's really cool. The Beast has actually he has an alternative head and hand.
oh my gosh, see if you can get it to zoom in on that.
So
So usually he's just like regular Beast, but there's Beast with glasses and holding a book. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
yeah,
I know which one I would choose.
yeah, because that's like classic Beast.
Yeah, because
His
he's a smart
glasses.
guy. That's what he does.
That's
All right.
really cool.
I didn't even know that until you pointed that out.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
and Scott also has an alternative head as well.
Oh, it can have his little spandex hat on instead
Yeah.
of his hair poking out. That is cool as well. I like that a lot.
All right, next we've got Wolverine and Sabretooth.
I'm interested to see if this one is an alternate.
Yep.
They do. It's amazing.
So you got classic Logan, and then you've got Logan without his hat. Yep.
Who you can paint as Old Man Logan.
Oh,
With the spandex, though. So it's very conflicting. Very conflicting.
spandex.
Who saw
Old Man
Who
Logan.
saw Logan in theaters? Who cried in front of people? I did.
That's cool.
I cry all the time, though.
Sabretooth's pose is
Just an
really
emotional
cool, though.
man. No, I like Sabretooth's pose, but I definitely like when I play this game. I'm gonna play Wolverine every single time, and you can't stop me. I'm sorry,
Alright, so this one doesn't have any alternative heads.
but I mean,
But-
it's. Do you really need it to?
You've
Magneto,
got
and he comes with his little
and Toad.
like obelisks of metal coming out.
So it's
It's
got
insane.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
what
sick.
two
I feel like-
extra. two extra bases.
I feel like Magneto is such a extra level, like Omega level mutant. Is that right? Is he Omega level, or is he level 4?
I know he's up there, but I
Yeah.
don't know if
so
he's Omega.
he's such a huge guy. Like he's such a powerful mutant. And then you got Toad. He's
but
like,
it's, but it's Toad.
But no, it's like Magneto's like, I will destroy you, and Toad's like, yeah, he's gonna destroy you.
I wish they would have done the. Now this is just me, but Toad from the Wolverine in the X-Men comics when Wolverine took over Xavier's school. Toad was the janitor.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But yeah, with this one you get not only Magneto and Toad.
Bill.
Aha.
Matt says Magneto is threat 6,
Yep.
so he's insane. And Magneto is Omega level from Bill.
Oh,
So,
thank you, Bill.
thank you guys. I really like when y'all like answer my questions because I don't know everything. I really love the interaction. That's why I kind of like doing this so much.
But Magneto also comes with 2 extra bases for his shrapnel.
For his extra metal.
Yeah,
Because Magneto, if anything, loves heavy metal. Would you agree?
probably. You're just so hilarious. You crack yourself up. You crack yourself up.
All right, I'm good. Let's go directly to Catan.
Catan?
Yeah, because we're running out of time.
Catan! Oh,
Alright.
man, this is a big box.
And we'll do Legends after the list. So, this has been a long time coming, Bill. And, Catan 25th Anniversary Edition. This box is large.
Very.
So, right off the bat,
That is.
it's Catan. It contains the 5 and 6 player expansion. It contains the helper scenarios. So, it's all right there. And then, on the back, we have, of course, the board you're used to, the one you know and love. And I don't know if we can see this, if we can pull it up. The pieces are essentially covered in a glittery clear coat, so they have like that pearlescent look to them, and the dice are also very, very nice.
Yeah, new custom dice with this set, and then all the pieces have a glitter paint on them.
Yeah, they're very pretty, and then they also come with card sorting trays.
Yeah, 2 of those.
Now, in addition to this, not only is what's in the box very important, the box itself is actually really cool because we talked a couple weeks ago about the Gamegenic, trading post, the Gamegenic Hexa Tower, the Hexadox, the whole other stuff. It all fits inside.
All of it.
It's made in conjunction with GameGenic because they're owned by the same people now, Asmodee. And
well, also on top of it, this box itself comes with 2 packs of 80 sleeves.
I'm just seeing this. The Catan specific ones by GameGenic. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you get 160 sleeves.
We've looked at this box 10 times and we haven't seen that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that is really cool. And this is something that I've been waiting for. It was originally scheduled for August. And, it's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. I'm really I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, this is really cool. It might not be at the shop.
It
might go home with me.
We got 3 more at the shop.
Oh, well.
Yeah. We planned ahead, man. We got a pre-order.
Okay.
It's been on pre-order for 6 months. So, that being said, this Catan is definitely the is-all be-all Catan. If you're a fan of it, or if you've always, you've played at your friend's house and you want to get a copy of yourself, this is the perfect one to get because it kind of just gets you where you need to go instead of having to buy, I need the 5 to 6 player and that's another box to have. I need the expanded, that's another box. It's all there.
Is all of the OG Catan.
I always love updated boxes. So when any kind of game has X amount of expansions, or video games have X amount of expansions, and they redo it as one kind of bundle, even if it's a little more expensive, I much prefer that. I think it's great instead of having to keep on, as a manager, just keep having to stock all those things. A, and B, just as a consumer, just I don't like all the boxes. If they've been out for years, do this, make it simple.
Yep.
It also saves on shipping costs and production costs for the companies. So
it also has you can scan the little QR code and
learn to play with the Catan Game Assistant.
They'll teach you how to play.
It'll probably tell me I'm bad.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, I'm so bad at Catan. I've never won a game.
I'm sure you haven't.
Yeah. But then again, I don't win anything.
No.
Can't remember the last time I won a game of... Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
I'm okay at Villainous.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
So, moving on. We have a very special guest today.
Yes.
We're gonna let them talk a little bit and keep our mouth shut for a little while. You may have known him. You may have seen him. You may have crushed on him. His name's Gary, and he works with us at the store. He also is a managing partner at the Rivertown Theaters of Performing Arts. And we wanted to really kind of get to know him a little better. I know him great. Me and him, hang out on the weekends. I sleep in the same house as him. He doesn't know. But I'm kidding.
Surprise!
Surprise, Gary. But he's a tall, handsome man. And he honestly has been a blessing for the store. Probably just... I don't know. I don't think we could do it without him. That's just plain truth.
Yeah.
So that being said, we have a lovely interview of Gary, and probably not as much of an interview about Rivertown as much, but more of an interview about what got Gary into things, so y'all can get to know him a little better. Just because we're not always all there.
Yeah.
And we all want to know you, and we feel like we all know you very well. But he's our newest member for our sales staff, and just the trio of Mac, Zach, and Gary. I say newest, I mean it's been a while, but still, I really hope you enjoy this.
Yes.
So, sit back, relax, and listen to his soothing voice. Let him take you to a place of serenity.
We also have Old Mac. Took time out of his tour.
Oh yeah, Old Mac did take time out of his tour for this.
Yes.
His busy tour.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it going.
All right. Well, I would like to say thanks for stopping in again today, guys. We have another great interview. It is our Meet the Staff section of our interviews. And we'd like to start with one of the greats, Gary Rucker. He's been in the theater business for about 30 plus years, has the management contract of the Rivertown County Theaters for the Performing Arts for about 8 years. He's been into modeling and painting hobby stuff for 20 plus years. And his favorite food is gumbo, rice optional. I found that out. That's a little weird, but not going to yuck somebody's yum. Let's see if we can get him live. Gary, can you hear us? Hello? Gary, can you hear us?
Yeah, what? I can hear you.
Gary?
Yes.
Do we have the connection? Can you?
I'm in the room with you. I've been restocking. The store's closed. I've been restocking D&D figures. Oh, is this the interview?
Once again, this is the magic of interviews. Look at that.
I don't know. I had the
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Glad to be here.
Well, Gary, thanks for being here, man.
I'm always here.
I know you are. You're like a fixture now.
Trying to get rid of me.
So for the people that don't know who you are,
the frame.
yeah, just scoot on in. It's okay. We've been around each other long enough.
This is 6 feet.
This is what we got.
Yeah.
So tell the people who might not know who you are. Who are you, and what do you do?
I'm Gary, and I work here 24/7 with Mac usually. I'm Gary. I how long have I been here? 4 months.
God, it feels like forever.
It does feel like
Yeah.
It feels like I've always been here. But yes, I run the Rivertown Theaters in Kenner. Usually that's what I do, but now I'm here and kind of doing both things. Trying to get the theater up and running again since COVID. So.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah. So what is your favorite stuff to do hobby wise? Because you're in the hobby shop.
Yeah. Well, I think painting's what I do the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, because some of the questions that have been posed to me recently are like, well, what games do you play? And it's sad that until I started working here, I didn't play many games. I just painted a lot of games. And I was thinking about why that was. And I think having a local game store is the most important thing when it comes to playing games, because without that network of people who also have your similar interests and want to play, I think it's very hard to get games in, which is why I think I've bought almost every one-player game we have on the shelf right now.
You do like your one-player games.
I do.
But there's nothing wrong with that. That's a
it's,
lot of fun,
At night when you get home and it's like you've been at a game store for 10 hours, you want to play a game. And
yeah, absolutely.
Want to play one-player
so tell me a little bit about the Rivertown, because the Rivertown has been so gracious to allow Gopher Games to host some events there. And they've been so gracious to allow food vendors, for restaurants and chefs that have not been able to work well in COVID to be able to earn a living at a venue. Tell us a little bit about the theater.
My partner at the theater, Kelly, our big thing when we took that contract over was we wanted to create that sense of community in the Rivertown neighborhood, because it's a very small neighborhood. And one of our dreams was, okay, we want to work with the restaurants. We want to work with the bar that was there. There's a reception hall. We feel like we should all kind of be in it together, like a Rivertown family. And it's been nice to be able to bring other businesses in like this. And, the caterers that we've had, it's been really great to open up our space, because we have a really nice space and it's really big, just to other types of things that pre-COVID, it maybe would not have occurred to us to do something like that, and everybody's been wonderful and, really gracious. And we did that magic tournament. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it really, both of us for this place, but also our separate businesses, I think it really encouraged us to keep thinking outside the box and think what else we could do.
Oh, no, I agree, because the thing that I really, really enjoyed about that whole situation was it was multiple businesses that would not normally work together, found a way to work together and provide income for all of us in a safe manner.
Yeah, and like the caterers, Black Sheep and Fredericks, they've been amazing. So they've kind of stuck with us.
Good.
Don't get me. I have very sweet dreams about those desserts. But so they've stuck with us, and the other shows that we produced since the Magic Tournament, they've been in our courtyard serving food, and it's been great. And I know Fredericks in particular, like he's had some of our patrons hire him to do parties. So it's been nice to kind of be able to share those networks.
Yes.
Of people who ordinarily wouldn't have maybe crossed paths.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And funny story, I found out about Frederick. He has worked in Michelin star kitchens and restaurants almost all his life.
That dude is
from Australia.
Yeah.
And
keep peeling back layers.
Yeah, and he was brought here to America to continue working and building up restaurants in this area with that. And he is constantly learning and striving to do new things. He's
got
really
a cool accent
too. He does have a cool accent. I'm
a fan of the accent.
Can you tell me a little bit about the safety features that are at the Rivertown? Because that is something that is very important, especially for what we are trying to do there.
So my business partner, Kelly, she owns and operates the Encore Studio in River Ridge. It's a performing arts studio. And that was going to open before the theater was going to open. So she went to lots of seminars with other, dance school professionals to talk about what is a safe way to do this. Like, what do you really need to do? And she invested in all this equipment and the electrostatic sprayer and all those things. So when it came time for us to be able to open the theater back up for business, she had already had the foundation of what was required. And Kelly's one of those people, it's like she goes above and beyond. Like, okay, if we have to do 5 things, she's going to do 11 things just to make sure we're covered.
I like this woman.
And so when we met with the city of Kenner, because there were so many, a theater keeps falling in the cracks of what's allowed to happen. So we met with Kenner, like, here are all our safety precautions. We have the electrostatic sprayer, we have hand sanitizing stations, we have mandatory social distancing, we have reserved seats, so we can keep you 6 feet apart. So that, we have the AC, HVAC systems that cycle the air, like way more than necessary.
9 times every hour, the entire building's contents. 9 times an hour. That's fantastic.
And there's rules about, okay, if there's a performer, they have to be 14 feet from the first audience member. So we have so many lists we have the movie theater list, there's a recital hall list. There's all these different lists of businesses that you follow this, you follow this. Well, we follow all of them.
That's fantastic.
So if there's 3 different sets of rules, we're following all 3 sets of rules just to make sure that we're covered. Because for us, like, safety is the most important thing. And if we don't want anyone coming to our space with any fear of being safe. And the entire list of procedures is on our website. You can look at them all, but the air filters are, up to code. And we just want to make sure that we did everything possible so that we don't have any problems.
Awesome. And then definitely please check out the website address here with the magic of video here. This is where the website for the Rivertown County Theaters will be. So now that I have you here, we worked a long day today.
Yeah.
I have a question for you because I did a little bit of a deep dive on the internets for this interview. And I would like to ask you about this particular photo, which will be here.
Okay, which photo is it? I can't see it.
This is the photo of you looking so sweet.
Oh, and laying on that guy's shoulder.
Yeah, look at that.
My friend Bobby P.
Explain to us what was going on here.
That was a publicity picture. We did the musical Dirty Rotten Scoundrels based on the Steve Martin Michael Caine movie.
Yeah.
So that was the 2 of us who are the scoundrels. One of our pictures.
Working here, you've come up with some really great initiatives actually for the shop, which I've been really, really thankful for, because you've really brought, like, Zach has brought his portion of the things into the store, which has caused us to have a booming internet business, web store business. And he dragged me kicking and screaming into the 21st century with our point of sale system. Velvet has been fantastic about getting things organized for our online singles card catalog. So we'll be able to soon type in on tcgplayer.com all of the cards that you want from Magic, Pokemon, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not sure. We're still working on that. But they've been really working super hard to get all that collated and put together. You are bringing in a program yourself. It's the miniature assembly program.
I actually have 2 programs.
Oh, okay.
I think you forgot about one of them.
This is
so I
breaking here.
I love to assemble miniatures. It's stress relief for me. And there's been a few of the players here who hate it. So they've been paying me to assemble their miniatures. And it's fun for me, and they don't have to do it. So I've been doing that. But I think we're going to offer a service for the holidays that if you buy, Indominus or whatever you want to buy, and you can add on miniature assembly. And I do it to my standard, which is very high.
It is. Like, honestly, there's very, very little bits, like the mold lines. He shaves them off.
I do my best.
He does a really great job, and like, there's no huge gaps or anything like that. Everything's filled and filed down. It's really nice.
Thank you, man.
And then what is the
other one is what we talked about our registration program.
Oh yes. Oh, for the holidays. Yes. This is important.
Was my pitch. Okay.
This is a good one.
I think it's a good idea. I find that as a person who enjoys games, that when my mom or someone for Christmas is like, "What can I get you for Christmas?" I want to say I would like the Baratheon starter box, but no one knows what that means, and I can't send my mom to go look for that, right? Not that my mom gets me Christmas presents, but
I think
story for another day. All right. My feeling is, okay, so if you are a customer of the store, you can come in and fill out all the things you want at this store, like things you've had your eye on, and then tell people, go to Go For Games. They know what I want. You can pick something off the list. So it's like a wedding registry or a baby registry, but it's a Christmas registry for you. And if it goes well, we'll just hang on to it. You can update it. Like maybe your birthday rolls around. You can send people in and be like, I like stuff from that store. They can tell you what I'm looking for.
Yes.
And that way it takes all the explaining out of it. And then the person buying the present will, it's like you just go to the counter, say, give me something for $20. Here you go. They want this. And also I find that, it might not be something I'd ordinarily buy for myself, but if somebody wants to buy you something, it's like, well, it's a present. I'll try this out. It might be something you end up really liking. So,
I just want to let you guys know on Gary's gift registry, multiple talking Deadpool heads. Multiple. He loves them. Want that. Get them for him.
It's the bane of my existence.
All of them.
I will love forever whoever buys these Deadpool heads, because he keeps turning them on and they talk. They talk. He's right there.
Them. He loves them. He loves them. So tell me a little bit more about we talked to Kat Blackard, who was a fantastic audio drama person for gaming. They put together audio dramas based off of role-playing game sessions.
Kat Blackard?
Kat Blackard was her name.
That is the greatest name I've ever heard. That is a great name.
It is pretty cool. She was super fantastic, just a very sweet person. But one of the neat things was she was able to kind of find something in the gaming hobby that allowed her to really kind of become the person that she is.
Okay.
Have you had any experiences with gaming, or especially now that you are more inundated in the hobby because you're around it 24/7 almost now? Have you found anything from the hobby itself that has done something for you, maybe a stress relief or an outlet for creativity?
Yes.
Things like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start at the beginning of my gaming career.
Okay.
And then you can edit out whatever you want to edit. Okay. So after Katrina, there was a store on the North Shore that's not there anymore that I was like, I need a job. Apparently after every disaster, I work at a game store. So I started working there and met a really great group of people at the game store. And so I was painting a lot. So that was kind of my way in to talk to people. And then I started playing more, which was a lot of fun. And then that store shut down and I moved to New Orleans and didn't have anyone to play with. And then I found this store and I would come in and like pick up stuff and not really talk to anyone because I was shy. And then you were behind the counter one day and you're like, you should talk to those guys, they play. And I think that's what I like about this store. We have a really good group of guys who come in here and love playing games, and they play multiple games. But you were very instrumental in my future here because you were like, you're not leaving until you talk to those guys because you all have similar interests. So, and that's, like Richard Dubas is still a very good friend of mine for years now because you made us talk, and that's how it started. As non-threatening as gamers can be, when you walk into a store full of them,
it can be
you're the
very,
new guy.
Very intimidating.
So I like that this store doesn't have that. You walk in here, you feel welcome. If you want to talk to anyone will talk to you. And I think that's a really great community we've in my 4 months you actually over the past 10 years, like it's a great group of people who come here. And I just, even though I never remember people's names, I'm bad at that. I'm sorry, but I just love the people here. And you and I have been playing a lot of games together.
Yes,
we play Marvel Champions, which is a lot of fun.
Oh God, I love
we've been
it.
inviting kind of guests to play with us, and it's been great. Just expanding that network of people who really enjoy gaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been I look forward to those games. I really do, because after like a week, I'm like, I just need to not think about work. Let's play this game and let me get angry at a fictional villain.
Right. So to answer your initial question about what gaming has done for me, it's we've been here for 10 hours and it's been crazy, but we know, all right, in 1 more hour, we get to play Marvel Champions.
This is true.
And you focus on the game and like nothing else matters.
This is true.
We play the game, we have a good time, and we talk about it, and then that's it. We go about our lives.
No, this is true.
Yeah. What was funny was starting here, I remember I was like, I need to talk to Matt because I love game stores. I just need something to do. Let me see if he needs some help,
Yeah, it was such a...
I came in and I sent you a text after I left. I'm like, hey, you should just hire me. And you were like, oh, well, okay. And I'm like, no, for real, like, I'm bored. So I just kind of made you hire me.
It was really funny because Gary and I always had a really cool relationship as far as like, he would come in, he would show me cool things that he's working on. I was like, oh man, that's so dope. You should like really talk to this person, or what do you do that? And then, just a really nice guy, and just had a great relationship with that. But then like COVID happened and things like that. And he was just like, man, my theater's closed down and we just don't know when we're going to reopen. So, I'm really bored. I'm like, if you guys need help packing boxes or anything like that, or, shipping out stuff, you should just hire me and we'll be done with it. I'll do all that stuff.
I am head of shipping now.
And he is. He packs all the boxes.
One of the fun things is because I'm the third employee and I'm not the owner or manager, I just get to create whatever title I want every day. So I'm head of shipping some days, or assistant to the regional manager. That's the other one.
Well, once again, Gary, thank you for being a part of the store.
Yeah,
and
man. Thank
hopefully, you. I implore all of you guys, if you get a chance to come into the store or you call up the store and Gary answers, please say hello. Ask him about his wealth of knowledge about hobby painting, modeling, because the man has some fantastic work.
I have a request for our viewers. This is our request from the store. If you're expecting something to come in and it's a day late, please be nice to me. I didn't do it.
Yeah, please don't kill the messenger.
Yeah, sorry.
Shipping is ridiculous right now,
it's
but
not our
we're trying.
fault,
We're trying. The shop is only growing because of all of you guys. So thank you very much. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for us today. Gary, do you have anything else to say?
I'm going to go count the register.
All right. Well, thank you. All righty, guys. Thank you so much for listening to our interview, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
We're back.
Now you're back.
All right. So, lovely interview. I hope y'all really enjoyed it. Gary is a personal hero of mine because I want to be that handsome. That being said, does anyone notice when Mac talks so often through the last thing? Well, you see, with shipping is just crazy right now. You see, he is. What were you saying?
He's a robot.
Yeah. So
No, that's our not old Mac, but our Robo Old Mac.
Robo Old Mac.
Robo Old Mac.
Transition to
That's
Robo.
Romo. So
that's Romac.
before we get back to we have some stuff to talk about. Obviously, boxes appeared in front of us, but Cynthia just was talking about Secret Santa utilizing the gift registry, and I love that idea. I think we're gonna hash it out tonight and see if it's something we can make happen, like as part of the store. Just like, this is your Secret Santa. I think that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Like you said, and like from my past work, like we always had a Secret Santa every year.
Yeah.
But it was for like the employees to the employees, obviously, because
Uh-huh.
at that place it wasn't like the customers were like family.
Sure.
I mean, we knew them, but like it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
This is way different.
Right.
So it's something that I always loved, and like it was really a great thing for everybody. So I definitely think we want to do that. So props to you, Cynthia. You might get a few people picking you for Secret Santa. I'll manipulate that. I'll manipulate that a little bit. So I just wanted to comment on that and say that I want to keep that in my brain and definitely do something with that. So thank you for that wonderful idea. We want to work on that. So yeah, we're gonna get right to it. So last week when we did, was that last week?
Mm-hmm.
Time is weird.
Yeah.
Shadows of Brimstone. We opened that up, and we got so many people that came in and were like, this game looks awesome based on that. So we kind of just wanted to revisit like something I have like reviewed, quote unquote, on the show before. But I have an expert with me now on the subject matter, because this guy taught me how to play, and it was probably one of the most fun nights I've ever had at the shop. Just because he was very frustrated because I had to work. I was working still while he was teaching me, so it was like a 6-hour, 45-minute game. So it's called God Tier. We have it here. It is a lovely game. This is what I would call a board game miniature game hybrid.
Yes.
And a lot of people compare it to things like League of Legends, like a MOBA, that kind of style, which is similar. It's just it definitely. It leaves out some cool aspects of it, I think.
It doesn't quite have like the lanes like a MOBA would have.
Exactly.
But it kind of sets up with more of a capture and control locations and kill your opponent's guys.
Hardcore capture the flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got 2 boxes here. We've got I've got the Borderlands starter set here.
Yes.
And they've got 2 starter sets, right?
Yes.
This one and then
The Glade.
Yes. And each starter set comes with a mat or a board, all the tokens that you could need, all the dice you would want for the game.
You're never rolling more dice than they give you.
Yeah. It gives you the cards that you need, your card boards, and it gives you the models that the set comes with. So Borderlands comes with Finvar, and
Titus.
Yes.
I love Titus. He's one of my favorites. So this is a lovely box. We're gonna unbox this because I got this post pandemic. So I took the shrink wrap off, but everything else is like it's there. It's just how it is. So first thing you pull out,
you're gonna pull out, and everything's really nicely packed in here. You're gonna get your board. So it's nice, heavy.
Yeah, like this
card
thing.
stock.
Yeah, Will could easily decapitate me with this right now, and there are.
No.
That's fun. They are unique boards for each starter set.
Yes.
So that is something cool to bring a little variety to games. Now, by unique boards, I simply mean what they look like. Every board, as far as like different terrain and thing, that's determined by your scenario that you're playing. So they are. It's just a mix and match. It's whatever kind of aesthetic you like. Which again, I love because I don't know, things get dry, but I don't want to pick my board based off of tactical advantage.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame. But so no, really nice, and
double-sided.
I do like this board better than the other board, I will say. Lovely rulebook,
Nice.
which if you notice is not that thick, and half of it is scenarios.
Yes.
So it's a really easy game to grasp, and it's a really fun game to just pick up and go, and like you can just come get a pickup game of Gods here, and like you can play it as if you're playing, if we would say the lowest point value. The lowest like setting, how fast would you think a game would take?
So the lowest point value would be you choose a champion, I choose a champion, and that's what we play with.
Yeah.
So you would take this box, and you would take Titus, I would take Finvar.
No, I would take Titus, yes.
And we would square off with each other. The battle will not last more than
20, 30?
Probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Yeah.
If that. Each game that you're going to play is the best of 3. Or the best of 3, right? No, best
First
2.
to 5 points.
Yeah. No, best 2, 3. So whoever gets 3 points first. Because you play 5 rounds. And whoever wins 3 rounds, right?
I thought it was the modular points.
You're right. It is the modular points.
So
it's 1, 2, 3.
They have kind of a
1.
special kind of, I don't want to say gimmick, a special system for granting points. So it's a series of 5 rounds.
Yes.
But out of these rounds, the first round will grant you 1 point for winning. The second round will grant you 2 points. The third round will grant you 3 points. Fourth round will grant you 2 points. Fifth round will grant you 1 point. First to 5 points total wins.
Yeah.
So if you just take the first 3 rounds, it's over. It's done. But if you take the first 2, your opponent takes the second, then you're in sudden death.
Yeah.
So, sorry, take the first 2, your opponent takes the third. Oh man, words.
Yeah.
So,
and that's all determined by the scale that's here. You'll have points that'll move up and down depending on how well you perform in your different actions, and whoever's side it's on by the end of that round will get the win of the round and the points associated with it.
yeah, it's kind of like a capture the flag mixed with a boxing match. You're going by the bell.
Yeah.
And it's not too often where you're saved by the bell.
You get
Don't hurt me, Will.
you get these card stocks here. This is just your placemat for your
characters and their
characters
cards.
and
So characters and cards. We have a few different things. So each champion has 2 cards.
Yes.
And each of their minions have 1 card just as reference. So this is Finvar. He's a person.
Yeah, Shadow Elf.
Shadow Elf, and he is blue, which means he's a defender.
Yes.
So there are 4 classes in this game: defenders, maelstrom, slayers, and shapers.
Yeah.
They all have different play styles, and I've gone over this. I've gone over this before, but just to touch on it, defenders are great at defending. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is what they do. They defend their flag.
Yep.
Maelstrom are great at killing minions.
Yep.
Slayers are good at killing champions.
Yep.
And then shapers are essentially, if you've ever played Magic or any kind of card game, you play control. You
Yes.
mess with the board. You mess with people.
Yep.
And you get rewarded by using these champions for what they're doing. For example, when a Maelstrom character kills a minion, they get an extra point.
Yep, they get
That's
an
what it
extra
is.
point per minion that they kill.
Slayers get extra points.
extra for
Yeah.
killing champions.
They are good at what they do.
Yeah.
So, whenever you're thinking about it, it's like, oh, well, should I bring Titus to try to kill the champion? No. Let someone else do that.
Yeah.
Let Titus do what Titus wants.
And each of them have their own special abilities on their cards that will help you. So Titus has some abilities on his that will only target minions. And
So Titus has an ability. If anyone's ever played Diablo 2 with the Barbarian, you remember how there was a whirlwind and he would swing in a circle and he would just bounce off of everything? That's Titus.
spin to win.
It's really great. Spend to win. There it is. I love it.
But yeah, you get the dice as well.
They are special dice.
You get 10 dice.
So they have the God tier symbol. And essentially it means successes. There are blanks.
Yep.
So you're not looking for certain numbers, you're looking for number of symbols. These are all the same symbol. Say, I need 3 symbols to pass. Okay, cool. I rolled it. Oh, I got 2. First time in my life. So look at that. Put these back before we lose them. Alright. So they come with a multitude of tokens. So there are large hexes, there are hearts, there are symbols for the points, there are symbols for buffs and debuffs, because this game, that is another parallel with MOBAs.
Yeah.
They do have, okay, you get +1 to your movement, okay, you get -1 to your movement, just as simple. And the next time you move, those go away.
Yeah.
And it could be, there's some characters that literally just specialize in buffs and debuffs.
Yeah.
Rattlebone.
Yeah.
I love Rattlebone. One of my favorite, probably my favorite. So there's a lot in those hexes that look like they're glowing. Those are your objectives. Those are what in the story of God tier, those are where the God tiers themselves are. And your champions are trying to absorb them through their flags.
Yeah. So then we
have the lovely models themselves. Let's start with the champs.
Yes.
Titus, the mightiest.
And
Finvar. He has a big sword too. He has a bigger sword than Titus, I think.
Yeah.
That's nuts, actually. So these come in the box pre-built.
Yep.
Which is such a cool thing to me. They're by Steamforged Games, so they're really detailed. And just for PVC models, I never thought, I really want to get this closer. Because you can see his armor is etched. Completely etched all the way through. I don't know if that shows in the camera, but guys, y'all need to... God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. That's something I can definitely say, put some contrast paint on after I prime them, and it's just done. It's just done.
And then you've got their different little champions.
Yes.
The little minions for the champions.
Titus has human followers that are just tiny barbarians instead of big barbarians. And these guys can work together, work apart, whatever you need, because they're so small, they can occupy multiple in the same space on your board.
Yeah.
And then they each have flags, because this is a capture the flag game.
Yeah, so you'll plant your banners. And then your opponent can squash your banners and remove them. And if your banners stay on the field by the end of the round, you get extra points.
Yep, and that is the goal. You're trying to get as many points. Killing people, banners, anything.
And
So
then
yeah,
everything fits
it
very
fits
nicely
in the boxes. And I don't feel the need to get a special carrying case for these. Because okay, I know what 3 teams I'm going to bring. Because 3 teams is your max.
Yeah.
So if it's one of these, I bring the big box. If it's the other ones, they all come in boxes, just like this. Everything is so self-contained.
This open area here is
That's
a
for your
great
tokens.
spot for the God tier symbols.
Mm-hmm.
They all fit perfectly in a line there. And everything else will fit very nicely in the box.
Yeah. No, this is a lovely, a really well-designed game.
Yes. It's a lot of fun because there's so many different combinations that you can make.
I miss playing it, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I would love to have a God tier tournament.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
me too.
Really, because I know we got a bunch of guys. So every time there's a release, we got about 6 or 7 guys that are just instant, yeah, I'll take it, yeah, I'll take it. But I really want to get some more people trying this game, just because it doesn't have the building aspect of the other miniatures games, but I don't think that makes it any kind of lesser.
Yeah.
I think if anything, realistically, this is so I paint so much, and I have so many miniature games. This is like my R&R game.
Yes.
Like rest and relaxation. Like I just want to play Gods here. I just want to like bust out some models, even if my models aren't all painted, and just play.
Yep.
And when a new expansion comes out, I just want to buy that box and I just want to play.
Speaking of new expansions, you want to show off one of the
new ones. This is the one that was hyped for such a long time.
Yes.
So this is Kira. This is her box. You know, she is the lovely mother of dragons.
Yeah.
Not the one that's like copyrighted. This is another mother of dragons.
So normally, most champions come with probably a minimum of 3, maybe 4 minions. Is what they would normally come with. There's actually only 2 champions out there. One is Shale, and this is the other one that has less than 3 as their minions.
So, comes with the card pack. You can see I actually did nothing with this one yet. I picked this one up and I brought it home, and I just haven't gotten to play. Yeah. So that is nice. And there also is a finger hole right here. You can't really see it in the plastic. There's a lovely finger hole just to get those cards out, which is oddly very thoughtful of them. Like, it's something that I wouldn't even consider. Kira, who has the dragon in her arm, she is lovely. Her flag, which is a which is a little dragon egg, little hatchling coming out, and her followers, which are freaking giant angry dragons.
Yeah.
You get 2.
You get 2 big old dragons.
2 big old dragons.
And they have the same base size as a champion does.
Yes. And you saw the little barbarian, the tiny barbarian? This is his equivalent for Kira. Yeah, you don't get as many, but like, you know, I'm a dragon, I'm gonna eat the barbarian.
Right.
Oh, they've got full plate. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Oh no, those are just those are the harnesses.
Yeah.
The harnesses, so she can ride them.
Yeah. So all the minions only have like 1 wound.
Yes.
These dragons, I believe, have 2.
One way to find out. Ooh. That new pack smell. Anyone open a pack of Pokemon cards and smell it? I don't recommend it.
They smell bad.
No, they don't smell bad. It's just this weird thing. I don't know what this is for.
This is their the special one for the dragons.
So Draconic Rage. Oh my god, young dragons have 5 hit points apiece.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You have to kill this team entirely. You'll need to do 16 points of damage, which is more than any of them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who wants to come play? I'll play Kira. You play whatever.
But yes, so you'll notice that they're different colors, and I'm sure Zach has talked about this previously. But for anybody that's new with it, you'll see that the champions and their minions start off with different base colors to them. Each one of those colors represents the style of champion that they are. So Kira is red, which makes her a slayer, so she focuses on getting rid of other champions. Yeah. You saw Titus was yellow. He's all about minions. And Finvar was blue, and he's all about defense and defending.
Yeah, and I do have, of course I have more sets than this. I just, you know, just to not crowd the table.
Sure.
But Rattlebone, the best character, is green. And she's an orc voodoo queen.
Yep.
And that is just the coolest concept ever. Because, of course, you see voodoo queens in almost every game, game lore there is. But rarely is it not a human.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, in my experience anyways. So it's really cool. And then all of her minions have like little tiki masks on.
Yep.
And, you know, they're called the Hexlings. But I just call them Tiki Town.
Yep. They're a lot of fun.
They're so cool, man. The model, the model design on that one, I could not get enough of that when I first saw it.
The 2 newer releases, the Goblin Samurai and the Dwarf Viking.
Yeah,
those are the 2 newest ones, adding more champions to the Maelstroms.
Yeah,
because originally
2 new Maelstroms.
Because originally we only had 3 Maelstroms, which was the lowest out of any of them, and now we've got
the highest. I think
we've got the highest.
Yeah,
now.
for Maelstrom. Yeah,
but it's this game is a lot of fun. The shop has. I think they still have some of the core sets in stock.
Oh yeah, both.
We've got some of the champions and some of the new champions. So,
several, yeah.
Come check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a really easy game to pick up. And there's just a lot of different building possibilities out there.
Yeah, and the best thing, so each champion kind of works around him or herself. So there's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to bring Finvar and Kira and they interact together, so it's the most broken thing in the world and you can't get past it. No. You have 3 teams that you're utilizing, and they just you find synergy or you don't. They're not like Kira cannot directly interact with Titus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, I feel like there's more, like, there's not the ultimate strat. There's not like, with certain other games, like, you bring this combo because it's a combo.
Yep.
I feel like this game is not combo-centric.
No,
is what I'm trying to say.
There's not a huge amount of combo to it. There are certain champions that will do things that the other champion will like very much.
Yes.
But it's
like
not...
Rattlebone will help, Rattlebone helps out a lot of them just by, like, the constant debuffs. But that's not a combo, that's a feature.
Yeah.
That's not a bug, it's a feature.
So yeah, the God tier, a lot of fun. We did want to talk about one thing real quick, going back to Commander Legends.
Going back to Commander Legends, Will has brought some goodies.
I brought a couple of cards just to get some people excited.
Yes.
This coming Friday is when we're expecting to get more of it in. We're going to have a bunch of it, but please be sure to use our pre-ordering system on our website.
Yes, because they will go fast.
They're going to go really fast. So I'm going to show off a couple of some of the new commanders from the set, and I want to show off one of the new cards, the new foiling that's going to be in the collector sets. So just showing off a couple of the new cards, we've got Sakashima.
Sakashima, you get it right. Man of many long word names.
Yeah. He just comes in, you no longer have the legendary rule, and he just copies another permanent.
Yeah, the one thing that keeps legendary creatures from being like too overpowered, he's just like, not anymore.
No.
It's good, we're good.
Scroll Rack is back.
Yeah, Scroll Rack. Oh, I pulled one of those. I was so happy.
We've got
most obnoxious little guy. Oh no, yes. Oh, I love him.
The Tortoise and the Hare.
Tortoise and the Hare. Let's get up there. Tortoise and the Hare. These are both great commanders. The Hare is like a group hug commander.
Yeah.
Each player may draw a card, then each player who drew a card this way gains 1 life. It's like, we're just going to be friends. It's great. We're just going to be friends.
This one says, oh yeah, I don't care about commander tax. I'm just going to pay life instead. The interesting thing is that there is no may.
Really?
You have to pay life to pay commander tax for her.
Oh, but you're forgetting, whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life.
Which is also, if you cast a spell, you
lose 2
life.
So black-white is definitely, you gotta get some life in there.
Yeah.
Or be completely set up before you cast her, even the first time.
But she also has lifelink.
You see, kids, stay in school. You'll learn how to read. I didn't.
We've got a new card from one of the fairies of Una's court, who's all about milling.
And then, the elephant boy.
Yes, this is our first, I think it's our first elephant commander, which I know a couple people that are going to be happy and going to be trying to build an elephant-centric deck.
Loxodon Smasher.
Yes.
The entire chat is role playing. I can't handle it.
We've got a couple of throwbacks to some of the original creatures from Magic's history. We've got Crack the Thumbless, because he lost all of his thumbs.
All of his thumbs? How many did he have?
He had 2, but he lost them both in different sets. So he's got no thumbs. We've got Breeches, who is Veraska's lookout.
Veraska's look. Oh yeah, from
Ixalan,
right?
When she was a pirate captain. We've got Radiant, back from Sarah's realm. But this is the big thing I wanted to show off to all of you, and I don't know if it's going to be able to pick it up, but this is the new etched foiling.
Yeah, this is really pretty. I'm very, very excited.
You're probably going to get one in regular packs. You're going to get one. If you get a whole box, you might get one.
The thing is, I've seen, so everyone who's talked to me about it so far, and everyone I've known who's gotten one box, I've seen one etched foil. So I got one etched foil.
If you get a collector's pack,
There's
you're getting a lot in there. So here is Tormod.
This is a very unique foil. You can see how it shines on the borders and around, and then there's a different foil on the actual card.
Yes.
And also, most importantly, probably the most important thing in my opinion, this foil, while beautiful, it's a different foiling process, so your card's not going to curl because we live in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing. That's a real thing.
Please be sure that if you want to get in on this set, get your pre-orders in because it's going to go fast.
The collector's packs, like we had, I think 2 boxes sell this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's definitely something to be excited about. And one thing I will say also, in addition to that, so they also released, what was it, like 15 past commanders?
Yes.
So past commanders from the precons that you've seen over the years, I think 9 years now.
Yeah, all of the partner commanders from 2016, I think, is the commander set.
They're going to be available in the collector's packs as the etched foils.
Yes, and
if you like one of those, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Like I already need to buy more than I want to, but I get second dibs. It's all good. But
yeah. So, like I said, get your pre-orders in. They're going to be gorgeous, and it's going to be a lot of fun, especially our draft event.
Oh yeah.
For
That's
our
fun. I want whoever pulls the etched foil out of that box to scream. And if you don't scream, it's confiscated immediately. Wizard said so.
All right, so
yeah,
I think that's it on that. What do we got next?
Let's give some stuff away.
Giveaway time.
All right. What do you want to start with?
Let's start, since we were just talking about it a second ago. Let's start with the God Tier Kickstarter.
Kickstarter exclusive model for God Tier. This is a very fun one. This is back when God Tier was, of course, being funded. So this model is metal.
Yeah.
You cannot get this anymore. This model is not available for purchase. It's only available to be given away right now.
Right now.
Right now.
All right.
This is...
so let's see. It's our roadie, right?
Yes, it's the dwarf...
Dwarf Guardian.
Yes.
He's small, he's stout, he has a big shield, and very annoying to play against because it's like, oh, I placed my figure perfectly, and he's one of the only guys who's like, oh, I'll shield bash you. You move back one space. It's like, oh, I can't...
Every turn he just keeps pushing you back.
I can't do what I'm doing because like it's a game that like with capture flag setup's important.
Yeah.
So
you like that spot? No, I'm gonna push you.
No, push. Oh, there it is.
Who did we get?
I can't read.
Congrats.
Michelangelo. Funny enough, he's been
Michelangelo.
wanting to play God Tier.
There you
That
go.
That's awesome, dude.
Sorry.
That's awesome. I'm
Great.
really glad that you
Yeah.
got this one.
Great
He's been
job.
wanting to talk about it.
They
Now you have to play.
Yeah, now you got to play.
So-
Sorry, you don't have a choice anymore.
Sorry, Mike. You just got to play now.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. You won't have a choice.
And think about this.
I feel like I just teleported.
That's why we were all going off with the Among Us stuff because I tried to flip it, but it flips everything. So I flipped y'all back, and they were like, "Did we just vent?" And it hasn't stopped.
So we have a
100 card.
who's her name? Vivian.
Yeah.
So Vivian
Reed.
deck box, commander size deck box.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
Spin to win.
the wheel.
Whee!
Spin to win.
The mysterious hand. Whoa!
Oh, Brittany!
Brittany Guidry, a
That
deck
was
box
so close.
for your extensive over 500,000 magic card collection.
Yes, with all of those cards that Malcolm has been sending me pictures of all the great stuff that you pulled in
but
this.
no, it's not great. It's all trash. You should give it to me. Vampiric Tutor? That's not a card.
No, yeah. Sure.
Mana Drain? Horrible.
Horrible card.
You should donate it. Honestly, I mean, it's probably dragging down the value of your house.
All right,
All right.
and our last thing.
Necromunda, Gangs of the Underhive. GW is so thoughtful for kind of just giving us these books to promote this game, so thank you so much for that. So this is kind of just a primer on the different games, Deloc, Orlok, and who's the third one? Who's the third one? What's it called? It has the armory in it as well. That's what it was.
Oh, yes, the Underhive armor.
Yeah, the Underhive, so more weapons, more explanations of weapons. Because, like, Necromunda is essentially gang warfare in the 40k universe, because not everyone could be a heckin' space marine.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're still gangs.
Not everybody can be genetically enhanced to have 5 lungs and 3 hearts and
spit acid.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this is what happens when you don't have those things, but still want to, like, you know, get in gang fights. Smaller wars. But, yeah, so this is really cool. So, let's see who gets it. Oh, that's enough to cause a seizure.
And...
Man, it's really liking to, like, take its time.
Chris Marshall. There we go. Good stuff. All right.
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats. All right. Well, there's one more thing I really want to say. There's one more thing we want to talk about.
Yes.
Next week, we have an extremely special guest. Don't get me wrong, Gary's special too.
Yes.
Special in his own way. But we have a guest, and he's also going to be there with me at the holiday market as a vendor, Keith Cooper. Keith Cooper is one of the 2 blurds behind Blurdish. This is, as you can see, a team of guys who just love Marvel, DC, the movies more. They sell awesome, like, nerdy merch, t-shirts, and they seek to highlight as many independent creators through their podcast, website, merch table, and social media. So they are kind of a power to the nerdy people kind of deal. And it is just a really cool concept, and I cannot wait to meet them next week. That's going to be really exciting. If y'all have any questions you want us to ask them, comment on this stream, comment on the Facebook page. You know, we're going to announce this, of course, Wednesday. So we really want to get some good questions to go in, because we all know that I just want to talk about what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah. So yeah, be sure to get your questions in.
You can't win every week, Joe. You can't. I'm sorry.
Maybe next week, Joe.
Maybe next week, Joe. Maybe next week.
Talk to the wheel.
No hamster. Hey,
I had a hamster at the
he's
beginning.
getting kind of... That's a gopher. He's getting kind of long in the tooth. Like, you got to let the man kind of rest a bit.
Actually a prairie dog.
Either way. But, so, yeah. Did y'all, we have a couple minutes still. We're obviously way over time, but, you know, that's the thing about being late. Can't be late twice.
Are y'all gonna get on Among Us or what?
We playing Among Us?
Apparently. So, yeah.
Y'all got the
Bring
app.
back hamster, and I will. And you will, what? You'll win? And I will? I don't understand.
Either he's going to win or he's going to play
I told you, tell me
Among
how to
Us.
get this hamster.
Okay. But, all right, guys. Well, it's been great seeing you all. I appreciate you all attending with us and hanging out while we talk about some fun stuff.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Be sure, again, anybody that wants any of the Commander Legend stuff,
please pre-order it. Yeah, it's on our site. Our inventory, like, our quantities are there. We even just signed on with another distributor to make sure we can get even more than what we planned. And it's still not looking like to be enough for the first wave.
Yeah.
There's usually 2 waves of collector boosters, like Zendikar collector boosters. They're gone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find them. I'm getting Marty to hunt them down. If you've come to talk to me about Magic, you know about Marty, my main man Marty. Shout out to Marty at Magazine Exchange. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, Magazine Exchange.
Yeah.
Oh, well, all right, guys. Well, we hope y'all have a great day. Oh, jeez. Well, we hope y'all have a great day, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
They were